Hello, everybody. Hello. We haven't been here for a very long time, and I want to welcome both Mark, Spirit Whisperer, and Wisdom Seeker Joan to the show. Last month, Mark and I were on with Diana, and Joan was traveling. And then, of course, I was away for a heck of a long time. So we are really happy to be back together because we really like working together and answering questions and trying to give you some heads up as to what you want to know about. Yeah. So.
Yes.
And Mark has got his Liberace coat on today.
A little bit of purple, big sequins today.
I love it. Did you get new glasses?
Well, I get them every once in a while. They're just reading glasses,
Well,
they're not.
Keith has a pair similar to them. That's why I asked. Yeah, I like them. They look good on you.
Yeah,
flattering.
Yeah, yeah. And Joan, I'm so glad you're here as well. Joan went on a little trip to see her brother in a very beautiful part of the country.
Yeah, that was a good trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back.
Absolutely. Good to be back. So we are playing with the giveaway tool again today. So if you're wanting a reading, please put in hashtag read, R-E-A-D, and you'll be entered in the drawing. And we have to do that because we end up sometimes with well over 400 or 500 people, actually, between Mark's channel and this channel and Joan's channel. We get a lot of different. So we try to be as fair as possible. And yeah, so I want to say hello to a few folks that are here early. Sonia, Annie Bear's here, Lane. What a lovely day. Davy Jones, Stacy Claps, Tasha, Andrea Birkenmeyer, Chris Tacope, Brady, Melody Vanna Lee, Mary Thornberry, Christine Brooks, Julie, Thelma Truitt, Be Angelic. Oh, I like that. Be Angelic. I like that. Hi, Carolyn Cooper. Hi, Eliza Bassett. And Carl Heese is here. Flower Beauty's here. Mike Berry, Julianne, Viviani. Wow, you guys. It's wonderful to see all of you. Honey Appleton. The Authentic Actor. Ooh, I like that. Brady. Let's see. Barbara's Wheel of Fortune. Jen B. Gen 56. Kaizen. Wow. There's so many of you. Lava Lamp Vibes. I love Lava Lamps. Yeah, there is a bit of a echo. I'm sorry about that. We don't really know why. So we'll.
Yeah, and I'm glitching again.
Are you?
We don't know why that. We've tried everything on this one, but I guess it's just the way it is. So.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Alan, now there's that little. You can push that little button, and then all the comments come up together on the screen. Have you done that yet?
Oh.
So from everybody's channel, it'll all come up together.
Ooh.
And then they can see everything. Yeah.
It says show comments on the stage. Is that what you mean? Okay.
Yep, that's
awesome.
it. And then it goes up over there, and they can see everybody's channels.
I did not know that, and I think it's awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah.
I don't think I've been with you. I think you went when it happens.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I was basking in the sun. Yeah. Probably.
It hasn't been very long.
Soaking in the hot tub and
Eliza Bassett, yes, we will certainly send wellness prayers to you, to anyone who is seeking any kind of assistance in wellness or with loss. We lost one of our very dear members of the channel while I was away. Carolyn Booker passed, and we have lost a few others as well in family and so on. So much love, whether it be physical healing, emotional healing, mental healing, all that. We all send that to every single one of you. And I want to make sure you know that I do see you all here. I just would be saying hello to everybody if I continued. So we're going to just leave it at that right now. So let's go in and pull some of our first readings here for the day. All right. Make sure you put in #read in order to be in the queue for a free reading, please. You don't have to do it more than once. All right. So Lava Lamp. What happens here is I know you just were up, Lava Lamp, so I'm assuming you're here. But now what you've got to do is tell us what question you would like answered. And I pulled three names, do 3 readings. So let's see. Brady is second. Make sure you tell us you're here and your question. It can be general. It really helps if we have more of a question though. So
Yeah.
and we will do this. Yeah, more specific. I know Mark likes more specific. So
well, you just get a more specific answer if you ask a specific.
Yeah. And if you want to, you can do #read and the question all in one screen if you wanted to.
Yeah, like Chris did. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and put that up.
Yeah, like that.
So that I can see it later. Yeah.
Terrific.
All right. All right. So let's see.
There's
Lava.
the Willow.
And her name is Sandy. So Sandy, thank you. Your mom passed 10 years ago. Your sister was given her wedding ring and she lost it. Will she find it? Can you give us mom's first name if you wouldn't mind, and maybe your sister's as well? That may help the psychics. Yeah. Yeah.
Just giving her wedding ring.
Your sister is Deanna. Okay. Yeah, sorry, we got the echo, guys. And your mom's name is Sarah. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to mute my mic for now.
Blood Orphan Tarot. I haven't seen that name before.
Okay. I get that you will find it, or that Sandy will find it. Or I'm sorry, your sister will find it. And at first I saw it going down a drain, but then I asked her the pendulum and said, no, it's not down the drain. It's not around the kitchen. I think it's under something. Let's see if there's any cards. Okay. I got, is there like, you're going to have to wait to get the money. That it's going to come back or get the valuable things. It's going to come back to her, but it's not going to come back right away. So, and then I got the owl, your intuition. So if you have intuition about it, share it with your sister. And then I got source, return to oneness. So you're all going to be together and rejoicing about this. I just wish I had more specific information. Let's try this. Is it underneath something? Is it in... No, it's not underneath something. Is it in her house? Okay. Is it... Did she misplace it in like a place where she normally puts valuable little doodads? No. Okay, I just saw like in a doorway. Is it something like behind the door or something like that? Yeah. It's under a pile of clothes or boxes is what Blood Orphan thought.
And I got stuck. I got it somewhere stuck. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mark, what are you getting?
Well, I just get that it's in the house. You didn't lose it outside the house. It's there. I also get that it might take a little bit before you find it. I'm going to say this. Ask Mom to help you find it. Your deceased mom. I get this Ace of Wands, and this is kind of her energy. She just wants to help you find it. You know, I say this because when my partner passed, I lost a couple of things. It might sound funny, but I asked him to help me find them. And then they turned up the very next day. So, out of the blue, like I just know with all my heart and soul, he had something to do with it. So I don't know. I'm getting to say that to you, to ask her to help so she can help get it in your sight. Somebody else in the house might um, bring it to you. Like, oh, here it is. It's. It just feels like it's misplaced. I don't like. I think when you put it. That you just forgot, but it feels like it's sort of put, you know, put somewhere, like kind of for safekeeping. And you forgot where you put something like that. But it's right there. I think you will find it.
I really do too. While we were on our trip, I was driving last and I turned off the vehicle. We went to bed. In the morning, we can't find the keys. And I know they got to be in the vehicle. I hadn't gotten out of the vehicle at all. And I ripped that whole thing apart. And finally, I found it in my pocket.
Oh,
So, yeah. So sometimes we put our hand in our pocket and maybe there's a little hole, or that's why I got the word stuck. And so try
Yeah.
those type of things. There's something that I don't, when I'm kind of a person that doesn't think about things and I should think more when I put them somewhere. So I think it's a reminder for you too. Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Look
you
at this.
found them. Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead, Mark. No, go
I
ahead.
just got this last card I want to show you. This new deck
Yeah.
I have, which it's called, what's it called? Shuffle. And they mix stuff together. But this is interesting because this would be normally the Four of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So this just reiterating in a different deck that your mama wants to help you find it. I because this would be like sometimes this is like a coffin card or this, so like it might be representing that I'm on the other side.
Mhm.
But I have this gift I want to bring you, this Ace of Cups energy from the other
Yeah.
side. So I don't know. I'm just getting that double down that she'll help you find it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sometimes, like with my late husband, if I'm looking for something, especially if it's a tool, I'll go into his shop area and just say, okay, show me where it is. And then that's the next place my eyes will go. So you could try that like within each room. Is it in here? Show me, if it's in here, show me where it is. If it's
Mhm.
in this closet, show me where it is. And again, I think it's funny because when I drew cards for the whole show before we started, I got the Four of Swords, and that's kind of like I thought, well, what's that about? Sometimes it's like just rest for a while. If you go in there and
Yeah.
like, oh, I really need to find it right now, that doesn't work. You kind of have to give it a rest for a little while and then say, okay, let's just check today.
Mhm.
Is it in this living room, Mom? Without a lot of panic around it or
Right.
intensity. Just casually ask, is it in here? And direct me to it if it is, that kind of a thing. Lots of techniques.
This is another technique. If you're Catholic,
Yes.
you know. Saint Anthony, please come around. What once was lost must now be found. Or
Yes.
as Mary says it, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. Um, I want to make sure Suzanne Grigsby gives us your question, please. I didn't get it yet, and you're after Brady. So put it in, would you please, Suzanne? Thank you. All right. So Brady's dearest friend, Eileen, passed in late 2022. Would you have any messages for us or her people? Yeah, that's fine, Brady. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just want to mention to those of you who are just came in, please put in hashtag read to be put in the queue for the next drawing. That's how we're pulling for questions. And thanks to all new folks.
So, Brady, when I tuned in, I got a picture of, I don't know if you remember, Carmen Miranda, who was this dancer, and she had like it's kind of a skirt made out of bananas and a big hat with fruit on it and everything. And I might be getting her confused with the Chiquita banana lady or something, but she was just dancing. It was all about fruitfulness. And her message to you and to all of us is, take part, enjoy this experience, take in as much as you can. The whole idea of if somebody asks you to go out and hear music or something, go. Even if it's like, oh, it's going to be too late. Well, there's plenty of time to sleep when you're dead, or yeah, on the other side. It's just this encouragement to go out and make the most of life. And you don't have to go out and stay out late, but to just, even if it's just to appreciate the wonderful berries that are available now, or just cherish and take in all that Earth has to offer this go round. And one of the cards I got for you was the grouse, the power of dance. Embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. So just like dance, sing, eat, celebrate, that's her message to you and to everybody. How about you, Mark? Or whomever.
Did you get something already, Allie?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
So was she somebody that was like an explorer? And I certainly don't mean Alaskan explorer or anything, but like she enjoyed learning new things to eat, new places to go, trying new things. That's in that explorer type of venue. I also get the snake, and it's like she's saying, I'm over here with the snake. And what I got out of this, the next card came in with a bodybuilder sort of man, a man that was old fashioned, of course. It's certainly not the bodybuilder of today, but it's like a person that was wasn't the greatest, might have been a player, and also was more concerned about his body. I don't know if that makes any sense to you at all, but it might be somebody that you two knew together. And she's saying, I'm always looking at what you're doing. My perception of you is very, very, I love that she gives side eye, but she may also be giving side eye to this other guy. And she's really laughing about it. And I think it's wonderful that she came through as Carmen Miranda. That's awesome.
Yep, cool. Eileen, I drew cards, but I was just going, what are you saying exactly? So she might be trying to tell me things that are going on right now, so you get a sense that she's watching. One thing, I don't know, there may be somebody in her family that's not feeling well, that's not doing well. She seems like on the other side, they might be waiting for somebody. That's, I know that's like a weird message, but feels like that. There may be a family member or somebody that might be getting close to transitioning, and they're expecting them. So I'm just going to say that. I never in my life ever said that before. All right. The other thing I'm getting is, her partner is sick right now. Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to name anybody, but it's just a weird card. And I tried to say, you don't want me to say that, do you? And she said, yes. So the other thing is something about when she's talking a little bit about what she left, like, items. So did you get something of hers? Or did she leave you something? She seems a little concerned about that she wanted you to have something of hers. And she wonders if you got it. There may have also been a little bit of I don't know, foul about things that she left behind. A little bit of, I want this, I want this. I don't know if she had children or anything, but she's talking about stuff she left behind. She also wants to say that as soon as she crossed, she felt, oh, you, not officially, but I have her leather jacket.
Good.
So maybe that's what she's talking about, because it's something that she wants of hers that you should have. So I feel like she likes that you have it. Okay. And then she just wants to say that when she crossed, she instantly felt whole and well and balanced, at peace. She says it was like an instant experience. You know, she felt really good. Oh, a painting, maybe. Maybe she wanted you to have one too. I feel like her partner would know though. But she also, you might feel like she's around you, or you might even talk to her or hear her, because this is Ace of Swords. It gives me that feeling that she tries to reach out to you. I know I'm echoing. I don't know why. I can go out and come back in and see if that helps. Okay, that's all I got.
Good luck, Brady. I hope things work out.
All right. So Suzanne Grigsby, we're going to do you next. I just wanted to do the next three. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And then those people can tell us their questions, and we can be prepared for who is next. Thank you. All right. Tasha, and I think, Tasha, that I saw your question already listed, so thank you. And the next person will be Carl. You need to put your question in. Look at that. This is the second time in a row that since I've been on that you have been able to get a question in. There you go. All right. Flower Beauty. All right. There you go. So everybody put it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. It's like, I don't know what happened here, but all right. Let me get rid of this.
And Mark
And I
doesn't
know
echo for
Suzanne
me.
Grigsby had a question here.
I heard it echoing a while ago.
So Suzanne wonders if she could hear something from her non-blood brother, Ricky, who also passed in 2022. All
Okay.
right. Thank you, Suzanne.
Was he like a half brother or just a person that you called brother?
Oh, good, Brady. Yeah, there is a little bit of an echo. We're sorry. It's the Libra echo, Mark and I. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes if I go out and come back, it'll go away, but you know, never know.
Oh, Brady, she had early onset Alzheimer's and was gone by. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Brother, that's what
That's really sad.
Ricky.
Yes, put in pound hashtag read READ if you want to be in the giveaway, JCat later. Yeah.
And see this?
Ooh,
Suzanne Grigsby gave
very
it.
nice.
It's a beautiful amethyst ring. Thank you, Suzanne. I want you to see that I'm wearing it. I didn't know you were going to be here, but
Are you talking, Mark? Because we can't hear you.
I can hear
Yes,
you
I
just
was
fine.
talking. I'm
Isn't that
going
weird?
and coming back.
That is so weird because I haven't
I
heard his
can't
echo.
hear you, Joan. Oh, geez.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on. It's probably me.
Maybe.
Oh, it was me.
Okay. Come on back, Mark. Anyhow, before Mark comes back, I will say that, Suzanne, I tuned in to Ricky and I saw him. I think he's telling you that he's going to send you dragonflies as a sign. Because I saw like cartoon dragonfly and it was like coming down this way, the big greenish body and the big meshy wings, and he was riding on it like a little figure and had reins around it and everything. So he was he was kind of torpedoing you with the dragonfly. And dragonflies are all about transformation and all of that. Let's see. I'm drawing cards for it now. The first one I got is the world. So it's, the highest number, it's the 21 in the deck. So it's the start of the end of a cycle, and he's starting a new one. But he's seen the whole world now, and it's, he tied it all up and is happy to have gotten what he wanted to get accomplished done. And then I also got the crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. So look out for crows too. I'm not sure if that had any special meaning to him. But also I got the Archangel of Freedom saying enliven your senses. And just with these other two cards, between the dragonfly and the crow, I think he's encouraging you to look for signs in nature. Okay, Ricky, anything else for Suzanne? My heart chakra is just lighting up. And now he's showing me like a quill, using a raven feather or some sort of feather as a quill and writing. He might be encouraging you to do some journaling and ask him questions, and then just kind of sit calmly and wait and see if he answers, because he remains very connected to you and is sending you lots of love. So that's what I got.
Wow,
how about
that's
you?
Awesome. So there's a word for this in our current wording that's different than it might have been in the past. And these are older cards. They have like a guy playing cards, and it says he's a player. So for us, if somebody's a player, they're kind of a man about town with the ladies, right? And they really don't, but I know he's just your friend, so I recognize your relationship. But he either liked to play card games, or maybe he was somebody that broke a few hearts. That's what I'm getting. All right, so let me get Mark back in here. But he says you are always his compass. In other words, he looked to you. You were his true north. He felt very much aligned with your energy, and as a sister, loved you dearly. He says now he gets to play doing other things, and he says it's really fun up here. You can play you play golf. You can become an animal. You can do whatever you want. So he's saying, I'm just having a ball. But he says, I do miss you very much. But please know I'm holding your hand all the time. I'm with you all the time. Just remember that. Even though you may not feel me, I'm there. That's what I get for you. All right. There you go. I'm going to move Mark up to the top.
Sure.
Because
you can keep an eye on us that way.
You were wearing purple or bluish purple. Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to say, just simply put, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Suzanne, since he passed and went to heaven, resurrection, judgment, he's been a happy squirrel on the other side. He's enjoying it over there. He wants to let you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Oh, and that's it for now. Okay.
That
No
was
problem.
it.
That was it. That was it. Well, it was kind of the same thing as, the Schumann resonance is really crazy, everybody. So that's why we're dealing with the things we're dealing with. If you don't know, the energy levels on Earth are just out of the craziness of life. All right. So Tasha was the next person we had, and then Carl, and then Flower Beauty. After we're finished with those, I'll select three more, or the machine will. Tasha wants to know, will Dustin's lawyer make a motion to dismiss the protection order so I get to move forward in me moving forward and getting a job? And will I be moving to Pierre, South Dakota?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, Tasha, we're going to tune into you, heart to heart. Okay, is Dustin's lawyer going to dismiss the protection order? I'm getting a very weak yes. It might take a while. So will Tasha be able to move forward and get a job? Again, it's a yes, but it's really weak. Like there's not a lot of energy behind this. And will Tasha be moving to Pierre, South Dakota in 2025, let's say? I'm not seeing it in 2025. How about in 2026? Yes, 2026. Will it be the first half of 2026? Yes. Will it be the first quarter of 2026? No. So it'll be January, March or after of next year. And I would say since the energy on this and the movement was pretty low there, just put lots of positive energy to it and just start thinking in your head, when I move to Pierre, and when I get my job, this is how it's going to be, and these are the things I'm going to do, and kind of just live those fantasies out in your mind until they're not a fantasy anymore, rather than when someone else's a decision by someone else, like your life is in the balance. It's hard to not be in that split energy of will he, won't he? Just try to let go of that and focus on what your life is going to be when you get the result you want. How about you, Mark? What do you think?
Well, as best I can understand from the question, I think, it goes up before the judge, number one. So the first card I got is the justice card. But this card is combined with the moon. So there's another step beyond that, beyond just making the motion or bringing it. The judge still has to decide or something. So it might not be cut and dry a little bit. There might be another little something in there. I do get, though, that you do get to move forward. So here you go, moving into calmer waters. Normally this card would have swords in it, but this one's got wands instead. So it's in your best interest, it's in everybody's best interest, it's like spiritual energy to move forward. I don't know if you can see here, but the driver, he's got those scales of justice on his back.
Oh.
So it looks like, I don't know exactly what the situation is, but somebody has to give you permission to do it. So it may not be immediate. So I don't know. It may take just a little bit and then you go, but it feels like a judge might have something to do with the ultimate outcome. And it might just not prevent it, but slow it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of some of the stuff that's come up in the past. So this card normally be working, it would be pentacles, but in this it's those cups. So it's those illusion and delusion cups. So it's like shady action in the past or something. So there's still some judgment happening. I do think this will come to the judge's attention, but then we have to wait and see what the judge says. I don't know. I hope that helped.
So the first card I get for this is there's some lack of control. And I'm wondering if Dustin's lawyer is feeling that, he doesn't know how that's going to work. But that's just at the outset of the situation, so that, eventually that will be taken care of. But the next card I get is a health regulation that will be a surprise. So I don't know if Dustin has a health issue, if his lawyer has a health issue, if the judge has a health issue. I'm not really sure where that goes, but it looks like a bit of a delay, although I agree that you will eventually move to Pierre, but it might take longer than you think it will. That's kind of what I get. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
And thank
All
you,
right,
Lisa.
so, yeah. The next person we drew was Carl Heath, and he's his dad Bernardo's birthday is tomorrow,
Cool.
and he says either that or any of my guides
Okay.
that want to bust in instead. So there you go.
And Carl, is your dad on the other side? I'm assuming.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. This is interesting. Carl, I don't know what kind of music your dad liked to listen to or how old he was, but when I tuned in, right away I heard the Supreme, I think it was the Supremes going, "Stop in the name of love before you break my heart." So, and think it over. So it's like, okay, so Bernardo, tell me, what do you mean by this? There's been time for him. I think he's sending you his love, but he's had time to think things over and see things from, see things from every angle. And there are things that he wishes he could have done differently in regards to you. And he sees you now for more of, okay, now I'm seeing big flowers coming out. And he's seeing all facets of you and wishes that he would have had that depth of understanding that he has now about you. And if there were times when he hurt you because that he didn't quite see the full you, he's apologizing for that now, but he wants you to know he sees you kind of coming out like in a rainbow with all your colors, and he's just appreciating you. And then I drew cards and I got the pelican, which says, choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So if there's things that you that kind of are still a little hurtful or something about your relationship with your dad, forgive yourself and forgive him, and that's his request, and it will benefit both of you. And from the Archangel God deck, I got the Archangel Raguel, who's talking about nourishing your relationships. And this even means relationships with people on the other side. If there are sore points or something about your relationship with your dad that he didn't quite fully understand you, it's like the fuller description of this card. It kind of gives you ways to, like, if it's something that makes you angry or that's really sore, just kind of step away from it, lift your vibe, see it from a different perspective, and then forgive and move on. It's just kind of like a check to say, to stop old tapes and old patterns if there's something kind of stuck there. And maybe your relationship with your dad was 100% smooth and everything, and this could just be a way to even make it, to kind of shine it up and make it even a more positive ongoing relationship with his spirit now. But that's what I got, Carl.
That's
Thank you for
awesome.
asking.
So I get here, he visits you all the time. And this is a female, of course, but it doesn't matter. He's at the window. He said, look out the window sometimes. You'll catch me as I'm looking at you and walking away, because you're supposed to look from the side of your eye, not the complete full-on look. He's proud of, he says you have learned a lot. You're almost like an academic. In other words, your lessons that you're learning may not be school-driven, but you are learning the lessons that you need to learn for this lifetime. And he's proud of the successes and the journey that you're on. And he wants you to remember that, life, this is a hard place to live. It's a very dense place to live. And we come here to learn truly difficult lessons, and we are the one that chooses them. We forget that, though, when we come here. But he's proud of you. He wants you to know that. And then he says, And I pulled this just exactly when Joan was singing Stop in the Name of Love. The chicken suit, which is to remind you to laugh. Laugh and enjoy your life, because many times we take life too seriously, and he wants you to enjoy it as much as you can.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Um, he's going to be around his birthday. He'll be around you. You can kind of go, hey, Dad, or whatever. His energy there is there. It's kind of interesting the way he's giving me. These cards are new and weird, so I'm just learning to read them. But uh, here's the Wheel of Fortune, but it's got death riding around. So it's kind of like, I'm coming to visit you from the other side. And I think this Wheel of Fortune, because he's talking about the date and it's his birth date. So he'll be there to see you. He wants to remind you to keep working on your personal relationship or partnership with spirit. However you're doing that. And he wants you to keep that up. He says that's the most important partnership to focus on right now. So I feel like he's saying spirit is trying to give you guidance about your current situation, and he wants you to be a little more open to it. He says it's in your head. It sounds like thinking, but it's words of guidance. So here it is. There's this lover's card, but that's talking about a relationship or a partnership. We got this big angel, this healing angel over them. So it's a relationship with spirit, which heals all wounds. That's what I'm going to say from it. There's the bright sun. Um, and it's been reaching out to you, which is why you even come to these shows and stuff. I think it's because that's kind of working on you. It's that relationship with the unknown that will help you be the magician you came here to be. So I like this card. It's the moon mixed with the magician. So there's the magician walking up to the moon, but the moon's kind of that unseen, mysterious spiritual thing. So he's just really pushing for that. He goes, don't fight it. He says, sometimes you want to argue with spirit. I relate to that. I've argued with spirit before. So it just, don't. This is interesting because this would be like the Two of Cups, but they've got wands crisscrossing. So, these cards are great because they mix all of the suits together, and you have to kind of interpret from there. It's a little bit of a challenge, but I do like it. So, it's mixing that all together, but wands are spirit to me. So that would be kind of fighting against the direction, because it might not sound like what you want it to be, but go with it anyway and see what happens. Anyway, that's what I'm getting.
Thank
Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Did,
Thanks, Mark. Happy birthday to Bernardo, and thank you, Carl. Yeah. Thanks, Joan.
Yeah.
All right. So the next person we have is Flower Beauty. And while we're thinking about this, I'm going to pull the three next people.
Sure.
So what steps should she take to manifest her dreams, and what is blocking that manifestation? All right. Bora Bora, give us your question if you would. The next one we have is J Cat Lady. And Sharon Christine. Make sure you let us know you're here and give us your question. And so we can be prepared to read for you as soon as we're finished with the one that we're doing. Thank you so much. Let's get this out of the way. All right.
We ready?
Yep.
Okay. It's 60s song night for Joan once again. And this time we're doing a little Bob Dylan. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on? And I don't think it's like No Direction Home or anything like that. It's how do you feel? Because this is the key in manifestation. It's not about like if you go in there and look at the list and you feel like, oh, I don't have the house or the husband or the blah, 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 blah. They're not going to respond to giving you the things, or the universe wants you to feel that you already have this. And when you can get to that vibration, then it sends it to you. And so it seems counterintuitive to feel like, to project the reality, to create a reality of how you feel if you already have something when you don't. And all you really feel is the lack of having it. But that's kind of the key. So, so it's like Bob Dylan saying, focus on how do you feel. And then from the cards, I got the Chariot, which is sort of interesting because the charioteer makes these animals go and take him wherever he wants to go, but there's no reins there. He's controlling them by telepathy and they sense it. So it's like without reins, without, you're kind of performing without a net. But how can you feel if you are hurting because of traumas? Right. So that's where the challenge comes in. To imagine what it would feel like to be without trauma or to be without the pain. What would that feel like? Just imagine what it would be, even if it seems like a complete fantasy. That's the challenge of it, to step out of reality and imagine what it would be like and what you would want to bring in. And this card, the magpie feathers, speaks right to that. Reevaluate your priorities. Let go of what you no longer need. You no longer need the pain and the trauma. So we have to let go of that. And even if it's just for a minute, to create this feeling of this is the bliss that I want to feel. And then you take the leap. To take the leap of, I know this isn't logical, this isn't what's really right before me or whatever, but I'm going to leap, even if it's just 30 seconds of being able to imagine what it would feel like to have the qualities and embody the qualities that you want. Take a leap. It's against all normal logic, but that's how you bring it in.
That's right. That's absolutely right. I want to just put this up because Spiritual Hacks said we are always manifesting, but if you have conflicting intentions, you will get conflicted results. And that, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. This is important.
Beautiful.
I had done a show yesterday on unlocking grief. We don't even know sometimes that we're sitting in grief. And until we can unlock that, and whether it be trauma or whether it be some other form of grief that we're dealing with, because it certainly is trauma. Grief is trauma, can be trauma for many, many people. And so it's important to, but it's not something that you can put a timing on either. It's got to come very naturally for us. So right now I'm seeing that you're kind of working in different directions. You got the cardinal directions here, which is some days you feel this way, some days you feel that way, some days this, you're all over the place. It's saying, just as Joan said, you have to wonder what it would feel like to be in divine order. You have to practice the idea of what it is that you want as though you already have it. That's not easy to do, but it is important for us to do it because you become as you think. And if you think you are in trauma all the time, you will remain in trauma. And of course, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I'm just a card reader. But I just wanted to let you know that, these are some of the blockages that we all can face in life. Mark?
And it's our choice. You can take a choice and choose what to think in the moment. So if you're being overwhelmed with negative trauma, so you can kind of choose to replace that with a different kind of thought. I am one with the Creator. I am God. God is me. Put those kind of thoughts in there instead to replace it. Something more positive. So when we're talking about our manifestation here, that's a big topic. And it, there's steps to it. But my personal belief is one of the reasons, or probably the main reason, that souls like to incarnate here on the earth is because in this human body, it's built to create what it thinks about. That's what it does. It's an automatic manifestation machine. So it will just create whatever you think about the most. So then you have to kind of be careful about your thoughts. And a lot of times we can grow up with being taught all kinds of things that we don't even really believe in, but we're kind of stuck with it because maybe we just heard a lot of unworthiness stuff, or weird stuff about how money is so important or stuff like that. But it's not really the truth of our being. But if it's what we think about and it's what we've been taught over and over, you'll create those kinds of experiences. So if you're raised as if you're not worthy, then you're likely to create a job or something that treats you like you're not worthy, because you've got that in your mind, whether you even realize, because it's unconscious. You just, until you start thinking about it, you don't catch it. Then all of a sudden, like for me, when Pam first made me aware of this, and then I went, oh my God, that's all I ever do is think. Like negative, kind of inevitable. If something bad can happen, it's bound to happen. All those kinds of things. And I had to really work, number one, to change my mind. That's just simple. And change my belief system. And it took a little bit. So here's a few things they're saying about you. There's ebb and flow in it. So you go step by step. You accept that you're worthy this much. And when you do, you move forward a little bit. And then you have to own it. And then you can move forward a little bit more. So it's like you move forward, you absorb. You move forward, so it's like an ebb and flow. And so sometimes people think during the ebb, oh, it's stopped, they're not working. No. That's part of the process. You have to own it, even if it's a little bit, so you can move to the next one. So let's say you set your goal, like I need a new job, and that's your goal, and that's what you want. Spirit, I would always say, make spirit your teammate in achieving this and help to guide you in getting this or that, which is better. Let them have a little say in it. And then look for the steps to follow. Now, Joan talked about this earlier. You can't get into, I will force this to happen. I will make this, I will force manifest. It won't work. You have, in my opinion, do whatever you want. But when I tried to do that, it was a horrible disaster. So you have to let go and allow it to come. Allow the universe to show you who the truth of you is. You are worthy. You can have this. Money's no more or less important than any other energy. We make it this big old huge thing. You just need to treat it like any other energy. I need it to pay my rent. There's no reason why I can't have it. I'm able to be of service in the world in a way that serves me too, whatever that is. So then you're not so much focusing on a monetary amount. I want to be a millionaire. Maybe you just want to be happy, well cared for, be able to take care of yourself and be of service to yourself and others in a way that lifts everyone up to their highest, so you're pursuing that. And as a part of that, you need a car that serves you. Voila, it appears. Because I hope I'm making sense. Because your focus, it is not on the, well, it is and it isn't. You set a goal, but then it isn't about that monetary thing. Because we begin to make that too big. It's about energy and having what you want and being able to create what you want. So you'll be able to do it unless your mind gets in there and says, no, you can't have that. No, you're not smart enough. You're not cute enough. You're not pretty enough. Whatever the heck. So when you catch yourself doing that, Flower Beauty, you got to stop it in the moment. Say, no, homie, we're not playing that. That's not the way we manifest. We don't manifest that way. And so I need you to be quiet, chatty monkey brain, and sit down. If you don't have something positive and nice to say, shut it. You really have to be kind of that strong, because in my opinion, you have to retrain your brain, at least that part of it, so that it learns the way it really helps you. The way it really serves you is to allow you to choose what you create. Don't let it just choose it on automatic pilot from something that's learned from negative ninnies, and it'll put something in there because that's what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to be creating what you think. And so it'll just put something in there, so then it's about you going, hey, wait a minute. This is my manifestation machine. I get to do the choosing. And you need to support me in that. So I'm going to retrain you a little bit. The good news is it will retrain. So I'm saying all that. I got all these cards that told me to tell you that. You can have what you want. It's right there. Just step by step. Don't give up. Persevere. And take each little success as a big success. And let it build on itself. And you'll have what you want. So you've got this beautiful 2 coins here. So that's the manifest. But your arms are a little bit tight. Because sometimes your mind can get in there and mess it up a little bit. And that's with everybody. I'm not picking on you. Because
it is.
I've lived this, dramatically. So that's how you'll get it. Like that. I hope a little bit. There's a lot more, but I hope that wasn't too confusing and that made sense.
No, Mark, don't you have in your playlist of videos a whole video or a whole series of videos on manifestation? Or am I dreaming?
Yeah,
I would highly recommend people go
back and people look at them.
Not on the live, on the videos. There's a whole thing on manifestation that's really excellent.
Thank you.
And then I wanted to also have one other thing. For sometimes if you are having intrusive thoughts about the trauma or something like that, I used to call it catch and release, where you catch yourself thinking something negative or having an intrusive thought and just say stop right away, and then have some other image that you've agreed upon to just right away put it right in there. And for me, I would have an intrusive thought about something and I had to see a butterfly right now. And that would stop it in its tracks, and then you can, there's, what Mark is describing takes a little bit more effort, but have a kind of a rescue plan to just put some, stop it.
That's great. That's a great tool like that. And replace it. Right. When I first started this, and the spirit was telling me that was what I was going to have to do, my thought was, and replace it with something positive instead, It stopped and put it. And my first thing was, I don't really know anything positive because I felt so like I really didn't. And I said, "What?" And then he said, "Well, let's read some positive affirmations or something." So you have something to put in there. So I was real dark, but then I could just replace. No. But the important thing is stopping it when you catch it.
When you catch it,
and like she said, it's hard. Only in the beginning. It gets easier and easier and easier.
The other thing is there is a mantra that I absolutely love. Believe that you deserve it and the universe will serve it.
Ooh.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's a great
thing. It is all about the belief. Really is. Yeah.
What you believe is what you receive. What you believe is what you receive. What you fear will appear.
Right.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Make it as easy as possible.
Make it as
we
easy
wish you so much luck on this, Flower Beauty.
Absolutely.
But thank you for asking the question because it was good for all of us to go through that.
It was. It helped more people in the chat than you could imagine, really. So we've got three more here, and then we'll do a collective read. But I didn't get a response from Sharon Christine, and so if you are here, we need your question. We need to know you're here. You will come, JCat lady. Thank you for yours. But Sharon Christine, we will need if you're still here. All right. So Bora Bora, or her name is Janet, and she's a fabulous moderator.
Yes.
Everybody, thank you. She just helps us all. Any messages from her brother Paul? He passed away 8 years ago in Oregon. Thank you, Janet.
The universe will help you learn how to manifest too if you ask it to. It will help. Okay, Paul.
Ooh.
Any messages, Paul?
Thank you, Sharon Christine.
Okay. Janet, when I tuned in, and thank you, you have always been so kind. You're just a wonderful moderator and are just always there. You just do an awful lot for this community, so thank you. So when I tuned in, the first thing I saw was an Easter lily, and I thought, well, what's this all about? So I asked your brother Paul, and he said he's giving you an Easter lily and talking about the purity of your heart. Thank you for remembering me and sending me the pure white light of your love. You have no idea the difference it's made. I'm looking out for you and mirroring it back. And I literally saw him like holding a mirror, like you sent me your love, and I'm just trying to catch it and send it right back to you. And when I drew cards, I got again the Four of Swords, this period of rest. So I think he needed a period after he passed of, kind of getting acclimated. But now he's through that transition period, and you might feel him as being more active in your life now than you did, in that period immediately after his transition. And now he's encouraging you to access your abilities. This is the Blue Jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. And you might also be seeing blue jays that he's sending you to remind you that, you're very supportive of others, but you have skills of your own, and he's encouraging you to use those. And then he's sent the Archangel of Charity, who says, bring in the love. So he's sending you lots of love and thanking you for putting out so much in the world. And we thank you for that too.
He passed a few days before Easter. That's why you got the Easter. Yeah. Wow. So I got the kindred card, Janet, which is recognizing my sister. We are kindred spirits. We came from the same family, and we've been together many, many times. Was he a person that drove a lot? Did he drive like a bus, or did he drive a truck, or was he just a good driver? I don't know, because I get the driver card. Now, it could be he liked a bicycle. I don't know. But he's saying, I'm just getting around really well up here. I got my angel wings, and I can fly around even on bikes and everything else. But he also wants to say, your optimism and the way that you work in this community thrills him. He absolutely admires you so much because you go out of your way to help other people on so many different channels, and to make people feel like they're seen. And he just is he admires that. And he said, just remember when we were little kids, anytime you think of me, when we were little kids together and what we did together, he said, I'm right there with you. So he had an old car. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
know.
dear.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this. He feels like he actually has gotten to know you better since he passed. I know that sounds weird, but he sees a different side of you or a different part of you that he didn't really, wasn't as exposed to or didn't realize. And it's about your relationship with spirit, I want to say. He likes that you play with it, you have it in your hands, you keep the spiritual awareness with you when you move about the world. He sees you as like, I don't know why he wants to say this, like a modern day witch. I might be doing that a little bit tongue in cheek. But here's the Queen of Wands. He sees you like that, having your one hand on spirit, passion, that wand there, and doing a good job of it here on the earth. So keeping your finger or an arm in the spirit realm at the same time as being on the earth. And he really appreciates that. He thinks you're doing good at it. He also thinks that relationship is going to get stronger and stronger. He says you might feel like you recently had a little setback or something, but it's just a prelude to more good energy coming. So a return for what you've been doing, like you give and give and give, and it's like there's the return coming for you. Here's this Knight of Cups, bringing love, nourishment, filling you up, and it's because of all the work you've been doing on your own, just on your own spirit, your own personage. It's coming like that to bring that cup, but also to bring the sun. So there's more, keep up this relationship with spirit. There's the strength card, but that to me is because the little God symbol, it's, working hand in hand with spirit. And that way nature represents God too. But he says, keep that up because that just leads to more sun. Yeah, that was quite a bit, he said. So,
I'm curious, Janet, do you have a cat, a black cat by any chance?
oh,
Ooh, yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah. Let
yeah,
us know. Oh.
that was sweet.
Speaking of cats,
like a joke. A little
Cat
bit.
lady.
Jade Cat Lady would love to hear from her sister Karen. Kathleen, I'm so
Kathleen?
sorry, Jade Cat Lady.
I
Yeah,
wonder if they called her
Kathleen.
cat.
Oh, maybe they did.
Who knows?
I know.
Okay, Cat lady.
Oh, Janet, she wondered if you had a black cat
Or any cat.
or any cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kitty.
You have a black cat. You do, Jade Cat Lady. Okay. Well, that's there. It could be you then that she's thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go first. Jade
Go.
Cat Lady, I have a situation. Was your sister married to somebody that had an addiction problem, or did she have to deal with an addiction problem in the family? And that could be any kind of problem. I mean, it could be, this is a drinking card, but it doesn't have to be drinking. It could be somebody that gambled, or somebody that was an overeater, or an overachiever, overspender, whatever. It could be that. I have that. Paul didn't have any pets. Okay.
Her sister had a black cat, though. Bora Bora's sister had a black cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Yeah. So we got black cats everywhere. All right.
Yep.
I'm getting here that Kathleen is happy on the other side, J Cat Lady, because it's a change from whatever she was dealing with here. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what that would be, but she says, I am just floating around up here because I'm so happy to be in this space instead of the space I might have been in. But she says, I'm around you all the time because you really pick good entertainment. I get here that she's like, you go to all these shows on YouTube. Who knew? Who knew? And but I really love this. It's like I stick around because you have good. You look for and you're able to find the entertainment that's out there. But she wants you to know she sends you unconditional love. She just absolutely adored you as a sister, and she misses you dearly. But she said, I'm really still around. You just may not be feeling it. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. J Cat Lady, it took me a while. I was having a hard time tuning in because we were kidding around about, I wonder if they called her Cat. And I heard, no, they didn't call me Cat. They sometimes called me Kathy, but Kathleen. So we got hung up on that for a while. But then I saw her, and I wasn't quite getting this, but let me know if I've got this right at all. I saw her as kind of like a figure. It's not from a real tarot card, but it looks like some of the images in a tarot card on a white horse, like she was up high on her white horse and she was distributing things to other people. And so it wasn't like, that's not a real tarot card. So I had to think about it for a while and ask for help. And I think she was saying that in life, she may have felt like she knew it all and she was sort of in charge and she would tell other people what to do. Maybe not directly, but she may have had kind of an attitude and felt like this is the right way to do things. And now things have turned around and she's being a little sheepish about that. So now she's being the hermit because she has spent some time learning and has she's kind of gone into seclusion and seen that, no, I didn't have, I had a lot of things right, but I didn't have all the answers. And so she went into seclusion and kind of learned new ways, and now she's trying to light the way for you and for others that she loved, of being open to the kinds of ideas that we're just discussing here. And maybe her lighting the way for you is how you got into this community. Maybe she's been persuading you, and so she's taken on that role. And if she had that other sort of, I don't know if she was a younger or older sister. This was an interior decorator. She had great girlfriend's parents, drank a little bit, but never considered them. Okay, yeah. But now she's learning new things and trying to share them with you. And then I also got the hummingbird, release what you've been carrying and lighten up, new joy is on the way. That's another thing that she's learned over there, that, as much joy as you can grab in this life and the others, it's a way of bringing the two worlds closer. And again, there's a lot of cards in this deck, and I pulled this twice today. Bring in the love, the Archangel of Charity, bring in the love, because that's what she's sending to you. I hope some of that made sense to you. What did you get, Mark?
Well, a few different things. One thing I'm just going to ask you, J Cat Lady, were you with her when she passed? Like physically there? I'm wondering about that. I also wonder, there wasn't an accident or something, was there, that caused her crossing? Did it seem like an accident or unexpected, something like that? I could be off, but anyway, I'm just asking those questions. Like with Joan, I get that in retrospect, when from the other side, she thinks maybe her words sometimes got her into trouble, or the way she talked, or I don't know, maybe she was blunt or very truthful, or I don't know, maybe she wasn't.
Yes, she was there when she passed.
Yes, a bit. Yeah, well, she appreciated that, and that helped. This is like she was showing me that you were standing there with her when she went, and that's why I was asking that. Um, you don't always have a girl in this card really standing by the person.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but not just that you were there, but you helped the crossing. You made it easier for her to cross. There's the chariot. Um, you were you were the most helpful energy there. Um, but I think you're kind of more spiritual, maybe, than the rest of the family. Spiritual, like metaphysically, kind of. Um, she wants you to know that she met the Creator on the other side as like, I don't know, I guess that you might talk about returning to source or something like that. But she's talking about that because there's the King of Wands, and that to me a lot of times is like the Creator or God. And she wants I was came face to face with that. It was great. That's where she kind of looked at maybe that sometimes she could have used her words a little differently. Like maybe she was really short with you sometimes, or I don't know, maybe not. But I feel like she thinks sometimes her words hurt people's feelings or something like that, and that she could have maybe handled that a little better. She also gives me the Ace of Swords, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see her in your dreams. Because this is like communication. He does have a mask on his eyes, like maybe he's asleep. So you might hear that. So if you don't mind, what did she pass from? They just gave me the Tower card, and of course it is a tower when you're crossing, but it made me feel like there was some kind of colon
Cancer.
cancer. Okay, that's different. Yeah, okay. Thank you, sweetie. Right.
Sorry, dear. It was good you were with her,
Yeah.
Yes.
as Mark and Joan said. Yeah,
Yeah, it made a big difference.
it did. All right, this is our last question for today. We will pull a collective read for you afterwards because we are a little bit over. But Sharon wonders if she will be good as an ADT salesperson. And I believe is that security monitoring? I think that's what
Oh, okay.
I think that's what that is. Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
what? Security monitor? No?
Yeah, you have a security system put on your home so that
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
nobody can get in. Yeah. Mhm.
My throat chakra is lighting up. You have the ability to communicate with people, and especially since this is a product that do your research and be sure that you can stand behind this product. It's a product that's been around for a long time, lots of history with it, examples of good service, and all of that. But there's lots of different things happening in that field. But you're going to be, I think, yes, you're going to be successful at this, but you need to sell yourself on it first because you are, my heart is lighting up and it's like, you can't lie. You can't lie to people. You can't take advantage of people. So look into it, and the first sale you have to make is to yourself. Can I stand behind this product? Even when, come up with other people and what their objections to it might be, and I think they will have good training to help you resolve those. But the first person you need to sell is yourself. And if you feel like, yep, I can stand behind this company, I can stand behind this product. They've been around for X number of decades or whatever. And if you feel good about it, then you're going to be able to sell it like, hotcakes. It'll be great.
They rehired you after 11 months. Oh, unemployment. Well, good for you. Good for you,
Wonderful.
girl. Yeah. I get you're going to be in fellowship with the people you work with. Like you're going to be a group and you're going to get along with them really well, whether you work, I don't know if you're working from home or not, but in meetings or any other situation, you will have that camaraderie. And they say you're they hired you because you're very brave and you're not afraid to slay dragons. So there that goes. But they said being a salesperson is really hard. And sometimes it's hard to have restraint with people that are being very nasty. So just remember that you are not alone and that those people in your fellowship will be there for you to talk to be able to vent and get through what you need to get through.
Right. And, attract the people that want the product.
Right.
You could also ask
Yep.
the universe to help you get to the neighborhoods that would be likely to use the product, as maybe different, it might guide you to where to go that you haven't tried before.
Right.
I get that. Yeah, you'll be good at it. I feel like your personality is, I don't know you from Adam, but it is outgoing and pleasant and, not off-putting. Like, if nobody knew you at all, their first thought wouldn't be close the door in your face, because you just have an energy that's much more outgoing and positive feeling. But the main card I get is the Six of Wands, so that would be, you'd be really good at it. Look at it. You're so good, you get the golden wings. This is also that card of like, ticker tape parade. It's like, yay, we're so successful at this. So I think they're going to like you. They like you already. So I think you'll be good at it. You'll learn to be better and better. Don't take it personal when somebody doesn't want it, because it doesn't really have anything to do with you. That's just
Right.
some won't want it, but don't take it personally. But I think you'll be actually good at it. And, they're proud of you. Like, sell more like Sharon does, that kind of a thing. I don't know if they do like sales or something, but I can see you really doing well at it.
Yep.
It's not for everybody, but it is a thing that a lot of people are really interested in. And like Joan said, as long as you believe in it, you can sell it, I think.
Right.
If your heart's in it, and you believe in it, you can sell that, because people will believe you if you believe it. Yeah.
Maybe you should
love
take
that I love that idea of focusing on attracting the people who want it.
Yeah.
And the other ones can go, go look at Mark's manifestation videos and put that into it. That'd be great. When I was really bad at sales, I would kind of attract the people who didn't want it, because inside I was going, you don't really want this, do you? I didn't believe it, and I just
That's
did.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
This is
There
great.
you go.
Sharon
All
looks
right.
like she's good at it, though.
Yeah.
That's actually a talent,
They wouldn't have hired you back if they didn't think so as well, Sharon. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So we're going to leave you with a collective read for the last reading of the day. We are here every other week, or we rotate out, and so please like and subscribe to all our channels if you would. And I'm going to take this down so you can see the names of their channels if you don't already know. Wisdom Seeker Joan, Spirit Whisperer Mark, and I'm at Heart and Soul Connected. And we're going to give you a little collective read for the Gipper. Yeah.
Did you guys see that thing that the Oompa Loompa said, that he's beginning to worry that he might not make it to heaven?
Yeah, I
And,
noticed.
Yeah. And he said, I'm not doing so good, you guys. Oh, well.
Yeah. We've known that for a very long time. Yeah.
But he's realizing it now all of a sudden. Okay,
Yeah.
that occurred to you, did it?
Yep, absolutely. Just craziness.
So when I tuned in, I got first I heard Red Bull gives you wings, and I heard rise above, view the chaos and everything from above the fray. Kind of have to kind of know what's going on to try and keep in touch with the real world and everything, but don't get drawn down into it. And now I can't read my handwriting. Isn't that, oh yeah, say to yourself, isn't that interesting? So know what's going on, but don't engage. And then when I pulled cards, I got the happy, focus on good things like the 10 of Cups, love, and the happy family, and all the generations. And be strong like the wren, this little bird who will be very strong and tell you exactly what they think. You've got more strength than you know. And then you can step into the overflow and the abundance of, when you remain in kind of in the world but not of it, and keep focused on the high vibe stuff. That's what I got.
I love that, Joan. And what I got is, don't forget to nurture yourself. If that means sitting and having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee by yourself in the morning as the sun comes up, whatever it is that brings you joy. Have fierce compassion for yourself. Love yourself more than you could ever love anything, because that's where it starts, is self-love and self-care. We are all on the hero's journey together. The hero's journey is the cyclic journey that brings us new adventure and brings new people into our lives, but it also can create problems. However, we're still moving. And as we go, we come back full circle. So it's not something that, nothing ever lasts forever. There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Including the Oompa Loompa. My reading is a little bit, seems to be a little bit about that, actually, like America, the world, kind of, and what we're all, we feel stifled, a lot of us. But I like this reading, though. Couldn't be more great if it's true.
Oh, good.
So I'm looking at like the next week coming up. First of all, I get the Ace of Wands. This to me is telling me like a little bit of spiritual intervention, a little bit of good blessing that is more in line with spirit, love, heart, positive transformation. Then to give me the Knight of Pentacles, like it's on the way. Here we come, bringing some good for a change. What I'm saying. And then if that was enough, an Ace of Pentacles. Oh, look, we actually get it, and we jump with joy. So here it comes. It actually gets into our hands.
Wow.
Yay. Maybe it originated for some spiritual reason, or there's some that's involved. And so it looks like we're getting closer to a dream being realized. And sometimes the star to me represents the United States, even because it's the starry card. But so it looks like positive energy towards what we in this community would like to see,
Yeah.
A lack of dictatorship here, or whatever you want to call it. And then here's the Magician to end it. So,
oh, wow.
yeah, it's like, there's still lots of work to do, but maybe working in a direction that feels better for us, So let's see. I have heard that there's, astrologically and all that, there's quite a bit of energy going on in the last 10 days of August. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bumpy ride. Better strap in.
I just have to say that Gavin Newsom is becoming one of my very favorite people.
All of his TikToks and things are just
he's wonderful. He's giving it back. But he's doing it in a jokey way. Yeah.
I know, but I've been wanting them to for so long. I know.
For so long. I know.
And plus, turn the other cheek. But sometimes,
why did that wait so long? Yeah, I know.
You just go right back at. Thank you. Here you go, right back.
Right.
And that's truly driving him crazy. And plus, it's funny. So
it is fun. Anyway. Thanks for sharing your time with us, Mark, Joan, everybody, all our wonderful moderators. We absolutely adored having you, and we will see you again soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.